Barnes Arena. We're in Salt Lake City, Utah. And in an era where so many guys take the money and run, Gordon Hayward did the best he could to live up to his new contract. Clark, last year, a 4-year max deal signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting them. A trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it, though. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So the Lakers 5 right now. Russell is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Davis. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And when you get back to Hayward, last year his points per game were way up. But really impressive, his shooting percentages. His shooting percentages were way up. That's a big step forward, I believe, in his development.
LeBron against Favors. Fires from 14. And James gets it to go.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
You know, on the topic of whether Hayward is a true max prospect, he did some things last year to at least argue that he is. He was stronger, a lot more aggressive going to the rim. His defense improved, too. He'll need another year of development like that to silence the doubters.
Here's James after the basket by Utah. Five on the clock. Davis drives in. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Anthony Davis growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his mother didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now.
Here's LeBron. Derek Favors making his last shot. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Now the dish to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Hayward with the ball. He's picked up by James, and Hayward gets it to go.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside, Russell. Here's Davis. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Davis has got 6 points.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Hayward on the wing from outside the arc. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's LeBron, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
To the wing right side. In the corner, it's Hayward. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Russell with a wide-open look. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Burks kicks to Favors. Hibbert on the double team. Gobert with it. Right wing. Hayward, left side. Puts up a three. And Utah, another three.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Now here's James. Outside Williams. Gobert with the block. LeBron against Hayward. Here's Clarkson. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. The Lakers in the lead. Russell kicks to Davis. And he dunks it down.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Now here's Gobert. And Hibbert with the block. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And James throws it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Well, somehow the Lakers managed to avoid ending up in last place in the West last season. Still, it's a far, far cry from the Lakers teams of the past. Only 21 wins for them on the season.
Jazz trail by 8. Favors with the screen. To stop the run. The shot is off. Nice D from Russell.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. You look at what Anthony Davis has accomplished so far in his career, the historic comparisons. I mean, they're mind-boggling. For a kid 23, Greg, the historic comparisons are very favorable for him.
Nasty.
Nasty. Get.
Woo. How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
The most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
Yeah, and he pulls that one off, guys, to perfection.
James outside. Right side, Russell. Feeds to Davis. And stolen by Favors. Burks with it. Russell's there. Burks can't get it to go. The drive by James. And Hayward with the block. And it's Russell in the corner. LeBron outside. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. LeBron's got 15.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Favors. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
To the inside. Here's Hibbert. Gobert with the block. But they get it back. James dishes to Hibbert. Clarkson with the ball. Working on James.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Russell with the bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Jazz trail by 12. That's tipped. Williams with the steal. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for the Jazz. Burke comes in for Jordan Clarkson. The Lakers also changing it up. Pass comes in for Roy Hibbert. And Nick Young is subbed in for Williams. Lets it go from the wing. And there's another one for the Lakers.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
And it's Davis with the jam.
and chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
A different look for Utah. Lyles checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Hood subbed in for Burks. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Los Angeles. Williams comes in for Young. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
And, Greg, it'll be a long day for them if they keep this up.
Pass to LeBron from 12 feet out. Davis kicks to James. Here's Russell. Kicks it out to LeBron. Lets the 3 fly. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Booker with it. Davis is there. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Hood. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And James with the basket on the assist by Russell. And that's now 22 points for LeBron.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, LeBron James, long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now, around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Can't get it to go. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Booker. And Utah again with the bucket. 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. James. And again, the Lakers no good.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
From deep.
Jazz foul call. Trevor Booker. That's his third personal.
Lakers leading by 15. Outside Russell. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And stolen by Hood. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Booker, finished off the break. Booker's got 8 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
James. Great look, but off the mark. 4-on-3 break. Here's Hood. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
The first free throw is good, so both teams making some changes here. That one is no good. Black. No luck. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into it.
I go back and I'm able to.
think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got LeBron James. Davis is out there with Roy Hibbert. Then it's Williams. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. Hayward on the wing from about 16, and he nails the jumper. Hayward's got 13.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. The big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
Burks. No good from outside.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. James outside. Pass to Russell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. That's good from Williams on the assist by LeBron. Williams has got 5 now.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Hayward passes to Gobert. And Hibbert with the block. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Williams dishes to LeBron. Russell with it. Now defended by Hayward. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Here's Clarkson. The Jazz again can't hit it.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's
Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wasted no time on that one. Burks has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. LeBron outside. The kick out to Williams. Davis, the pass to James. Gobert with the block. And now Utah, fast break. Hayward's running. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Lakers. Pass comes in for Roy Hibbert. And Nick Young is subbed in for Williams. And the dunk by James.
How can you describe an alley-oop that far away? I mean, wow.
There's not much you can say.
I tell you what, that was Hail to Mary, guys. That was a long bomb.
Favors attacking. Rebound the Lakers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. LeBron outside. Tries from 10. No luck. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Nick Young with the slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Gobert, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And James throws it down.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal. Unbelievable what I'm seeing here. Is this the dunk contest?
Hey, this one counts, Clark. Believe me, what confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself.
He couldn't resist on that. The adrenaline just flowing. One of the more spectacular plays we've seen. In talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Hayward goes in. The 9-foot shot slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. Then last year, down to 35.
Davis against Gobert. Charity stripe shot, and that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 12 points in the game.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bass. Now here's James. He's got 39. Davis sets a screen. Up off the screen, and the rejection by Favors. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bass. The drive by James. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 41 points for LeBron.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Here's Young. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Make it two hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
And Derek Favors with the slam.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Here's James, and he's got 41. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his third season. He doubled his scoring average. Shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. And then for the Lakers, Tariq Black, he's checked in for Anthony Davis, and it's Exum in for Russell. LA has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. LeBron drives in. Exum with a wide open look. Los Angeles with another miss. And back to Alec Burks, a guy who entered the league with raw talent, but once the light went on, Greg, he showed the ability to help his team in a number of ways.
Yeah, he's going to be the prototype in terms of a two-way player. He's a guy who can not only score it for you, but he'll rebound and defend it. But what impressed me last season is he averaged 3 assists a game, really looked to make plays for his teammates.
James outside. Screen by Young. Shot clock at 6. Exum kicks to James. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Utah has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Hood. The Lakers with the rebound.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
James dishes to Bass. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's Booker. Black grabs the board.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Here's LeBron. There's a good screen. Can't hit.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Some changes for the Lakers. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Bass. And it's Brown in for LeBron. A nice shot by Exum.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
1:37 left in the first half. To the middle. Lyles passes to Hood. Looking to end the run. Rejected by Young. Here's Exum. Banked in off the glass. Exum's got 5 points so far.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Stolen by Exum. Here's Black. His three-pointers off the mark. Utah's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Shots good by Lyles.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Young outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Passes it to Lyles, and that one is stuffed right through.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Here's Ingles, defended by Young. Ingles kicks to Booker. Fires the 3. And the Jazz, another 3. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. With 1 on the clock, and he sinks the layup.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Los Angeles on top, just dominant.
Well, Roy, you...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had a scoring performance for the ages. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 45 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Jazz have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
And Burks hits 2 free throws. Utah had a great home court advantage last year here. This crowd knows how to get into an opponent's head.
Kevin, that they do. It's a big part of why the Jazz were able to eke out over 500 last season at home. Ended up 21-20 by winning 4 of their last 5 home games.
Clarkson and Hibbert with the block. And they get it back. Gobert dishes to Burks. Here's Favors. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Derek Favors. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league. Had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Here's LeBron. Oh, trying for it. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
Hayward on the wing, 3-pointer. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Taken away by Williams. Jacks up a 3. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Williams. James has got 53.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
Can't get pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Kicks to Davis. And Davis throws it down hard. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Lakers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. To the middle. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 7th assist in the game.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do. And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. Russell passes to LeBron. Jacks up a 3. No good. And Utah the other way now. Hayward goes in, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Russell kicks to James from deep three-point range. The rebound by the Jazz. Hayward's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he lobs it up. Gobert can't hit.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
Bass's shot, good.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Looking to get back on track here. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Clarkson's got 6 points.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
James up top, defended by Hayward. Williams kicks to Bass. 5 on the clock. To the paint. It's tipped. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert? A guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
And finished off by LeBron.
The solo alley-oop. That's not something we see too often.
Timed it perfectly, you're right, and caught the defense totally off guard.
Hey, guys, how about his coach? Looked like his heart was in his throat there for a second. Now, though, he's able to smile, more of a smile of relief.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can see the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Oh!
Hey.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that,
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
And the shot is good. Utah has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
Checking out the game Rudy Gobert is having. He has 12 points and 3 blocks. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
For the Jazz, Booker, he's checked in for Favors. Hood comes in for Alec Burks, and Trey Burks subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And then for Los Angeles, Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Young comes in for James, and it's Exum in for Russell. Here's Exum. 5 points in the game. For the 3. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Gobert kicks to Booker. Young with the steal. And now Young running the floor. All by... Oh! That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Hood dishes to Gobert, 13 feet away. The Lakers with the rebound. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bass for the Jazz. Lyle comes in for Gobert. And it's Joe Ingles in for Gordon Hayward. Black's checked in for the Lakers. Brown comes in for Lou Williams. And Booker kicks to Hood. And the pass to Lyles. Plenty of space. That is good. Lyles got 6.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
A nice shot by Exum.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Utah's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed.
A lot of NBA teams have been outright buying developmental league teams. I mean, the Jazz did that last season. They purchased the Idaho Stampede last March, and we see more and more of that happening. One-on-one affiliations between D-League teams and NBA teams.
Here's Ingles. That 3 off the mark. The Lakers shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. No one near them. The rebound by the Jazz. Lyles got his 3rd rebound on the night. Well, last year the Jazz acquired the Stampede from the D-League. It makes sense. They'll have a designated place now to develop, Greg, all their young talent.
And Kevin, it's really a key for the Jazz to have those extra minutes available for all those young talents to get an opportunity to get confidence, but also to learn your system. I think more and more NBA teams will follow this route of buying D-League teams.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
It's Brown with the drive. Exum passes to Black. He dishes it to Brown. All sorts of time, and he gets the bucket. Brown's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
To the inside. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Timeout called the Lakers.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
The Lakers shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. LeBron outside. Russell dishes to James. 13 feet away. Connects. The jumper drops. LeBron's got 59 points.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
And stolen by Hibbert. And here we go with Davis heading to the hoop. Ingles with the rebound.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
It's LeBron with the drive. And yes, sir, that one drops. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. We've got 1:13 left in the 3rd quarter. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Hood. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Hood's got 13. And Los Angeles guys shooting it beautiful here in the 3rd. 56% from the field. Outside, Russell takes the 13-footer. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Lakers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season. Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
It's LeBron with the drive. He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. And he knocks down the first one.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Utah shooting an efficient 53% from the field. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Russell. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
And here's Booker. 10 points for him. Shoots from the corner. Hood can't get it to go.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him. No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, running away with this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. We've got Robert Sacre. Exum is out there with Brown. Then there's Brown. And it's Black in at the 4 spot. Hit his foot. And the official saying it was kicked. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Davis with the double team. And stolen by Hibbert.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Cotton. Here's Pleiss. Good.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Here's Davis. Feeds to Hibbert. He kicks it to James. Back to Hibbert. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And Pleiss gets it to go.
Assist from Bryce.
Now James. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Dishes it to Williams. And again, it's the Lakers.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Here's Lyles, and Davis sends it back. Here's Pleiss, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Williams kicks to Hibbert. And there's the feed to Russell. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The fadeaway, got a piece of it. Back to Hibbert. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Hood. Hood's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now the Lakers on the break. And finished off by Davis.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. So Utah ends up going with the new group. And the Lakers with some changes. Jazz have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And we all know Utah is a very young team. Last year, only the 76ers were younger. Still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. Clark, an interesting fact about the Jazz and their age last year. At one point, they didn't even have the oldest starting 5 in the state of Utah. Now think of this. The starting 5 of BYU, Greg and I were just talking about this, had an older average than Utah did.
Yeah, amazing. You look at the ages of Exum and Gobert and Favors. Makes sense that would be the case.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Take a look at what Clarkson's been doing. He has 8 points and 9 assists.
Fundamentals have been on display. He's just done it all today. The passing and also knocking down his freebies.
And that's exactly what they've needed from him, those 2 things.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. 14 points for Dante Exum.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Here's Exum. Utah with the rebound. Clarkson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Burks' shot is good.
Guys, they didn't waste that fast break opportunity. Good aggressive pass to get his teammate to the rim. I love it.
Bass with the screen. Now here's Exum. He's covered by Clarkson. Exum kicks to Bass. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Exum. He's covered closely. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Back to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clarkson kicks to Favors. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now here's Exum. He's covered by Clarkson. Exum with it. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
He feeds it to Kelly. Brown outside. From past the arc. Cannot hit. And Utah the other way now. And Favors kicks to Hayward. There's the lob to the hoop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
And that's not supposed to happen. Come on now. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance. Come on.
And then Clark to dunk it with authority.
But how about the communication, guys? I got a feeling that's something they may have tried in practice.
Now here's Exum. Here's the screen. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Exum's got 11 points in the quarter.
Great move to the hoop on that one there. He didn't let his height disadvantage dictate that matchup.
Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here, and Brown throws it down hard.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Now, here's Clarkson, guarded closely. Here's Favors. It's deflected. And now the fast break Exum with the ball. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Bass passes to Keller. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
It's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Lyles checked in for Favors. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Hood subbed in for Burks.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Picked by Williams. Here's the screen. The dish to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Back to LeBron. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Jazz ball.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And here's Clarkson from outside the arc. Shot's good.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Great positioning on the putback. 6 points for Roy Hibbert.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Lyles, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And really, the Jazz were a team nobody wanted to play after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Jazz with some changes. Weiss has checked in for Rudy Gobert, and Trey Burke subbed in for Clarkson. And stolen by James. Makes it off the glass. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par. And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Out to the right wing. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
Feeds it to Russell. Nobody near Williams. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 10 points for Lou Williams.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for LeBron James. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Down low, it's deflected. Here's Ingles. No good. Some solid defense from Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. .107 left here in the fourth quarter. Burke, the pass to Lyles. From the arc. The shot is off.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Hood, the pass to Lyles. Here's Brown. Launches it. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans. Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Exum. Here's Black. And it's blocked. Now Burke. Here's Lyles. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it up.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
Well, Anthony, certainly a great win here tonight. What was the key to what?
The 2K Sports postgame show.